Back in the cafeteria, we let the Russian omatic do its thing, and soon had a glorious feast laid out before us. No one bothered with manners. We devoured it like wild animals. Yeah, we're so hungry. We can have international food. In a few short minutes, the plates we'd piled high with foods had all been picked clean. After days of starvation and exertion of the battle, the team from the main campus were hungrier than I'd ever seen them. Ooh boy, I needed that. I can feel the nutrients seeping into me. Why am I crying? Come on, buddy. I just got that sodium. Starting to feel like I was never gonna be full again. Glad we could help with that. Maybe you'd like a nice massage session to follow. What was that first thing you said? You lost all your supplies in a fire? How awful. How moronic. We should have just let natural selection run its course. Lay off us, will ya? Well, you should be fine now. I took a quick inventory of what we brought over. There's plenty to last the rest of our term here for all of us. All of us? You mean you're staying? Alright, we still haven't told you about that part. It all started when that storm hit. I went on to recount my experiences of the last few days. Yeah, there was a storm, I was knocked down, they saved me, and the school perished. I'd gotten separated from Gaku and Tsubasa during the storm and knocked out only to be rescued by Nigo. He took me to second to last defense academy, where I met Nozomi, Kurara, Kyoshika, and Yugamu. While I was there, the enemy attacked and one of the commanders proved too much for us. It turned out that the school was only a decoy. After it self-destructed, the others had come up with me, so all 13 of us could defend Last Defense Academy together. So these guys are gonna live here with the rest of us from now on? That's right, apparently they were always meant to join us eventually. Nice to meet you all. Let's work hard to keep this school safe. I don't know about that. I mean, we just met you guys. Now if you're an infectual protest cabbage brat, you should be honored to have an aristocrat like myself among you. If the future of humanity wasn't at stake, I'd never even subject my eyes to your trashy appearances, except to point you out in a police lineup. You sure have a sense of humor, Miss O Suzuki. Criticizing our appearances, looking the way you do, pure comedy gold. Are you going to let them get away with that, Kyoshika? He's laughing at you, belittling your individuality. That insult was aimed at me. Prepare to face the judgment of Holy Jumonji Sword. Foul miscreant. Please everyone, don't fight. We're supposed to be a team. Are you okay, Eito? We have so many new allies, new friends. My heart feels like it's going to burst. But perhaps we should wait until tomorrow before we start getting to know each other. I'm sure we're all tired from the battle. I'm good with that. Gonna be pretty freaking sweet sleeping on a full stomach for a change. Then shall we all meet up again tomorrow morning here in the cafeteria? I expect the beds to be suitably clean and hygienic. If I see any stain I don't recognize, there'll be trouble. Yeah, whatever. It had been a long day. We decided the best thing to do now was to head back to our rooms and get some rest. And day 30.
I've unlocked some new classrooms to celebrate!
Yay!
What did you get access to this time, you ask? On the first floor, it's the metal shop! And on the second floor, the biolab!
Well, there's going to be a manual anyway. Alright, it looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Really? Stop with that. Whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for both of you, you know? You know what? Yugamu and Darumi can go together. What's that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from that huge wall of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous dying flames. The sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. You told us a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now. What exactly are those flames, Takumi? so I have to explain it by myself. I mean, you can get others to explain it to you. All we can tell you about the flames is what Sir told us when we first got here. Fire that never goes out. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never had believed it if I hadn't seen them with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps this is an advanced form of ninjutsu. Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? The flames are there to keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? That's true. They must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Yeah, maybe. To tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room too. That's gotta be to protect whatever is in there, right? We think so. I tried dousing those ones in the fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's going to take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. Sir said he'd explain everything, but then he disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. I mean, it's not our fault. Yeah, exactly, Gaku. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. This ghost is the real deal, alright? Yes, it's just like Nigo said. Verily. Was shocked to learn we'd be risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock? It was downright infuriating. The B team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on this school. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. I mean, if B squad is going to be the decoy, so 100% they're much more stronger than ours. But then again, the unit synergy is very much different from the Last Defense Academy. A lot of the information relating to this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above. Sir mentioned higher ups too. Who's really controlling this war? But now the decoy is already gone, that means the attack on this one are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gonna decide who to send where anymore. We're all there is. And there is still like 70 days to go. Oh man, what rotten luck! I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst could happen? Dying? If it's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now. You know, get busy living and get busy dying. You're all so adorable. The way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then why fight at all? Why don't we just run? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more grounds than on foot. We might even able to drive all the way back to the complex. You babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, or no does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the TRC from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know. Naturally, we considered that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. Oh my goodness. Nice comeback. If Sir had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about the world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my XS size brain. Extra small size brain. It's all starting to make sense now. You never even got to that far, huh? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourself for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, World Death was a catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing we started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the TRC. World Death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Enough with the dramatic build-up. Just tell us what this World Death thing is. Quiet, P-Brain. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that. Hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? Do you think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanation already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? What? And your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. They are a good match. Spend too much time talking and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that hard to understand? Why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that you would have made better soldiers than you. She's right. Even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me too, ABC gum. Where did I have heard of that before? This Gaia? Sorry, this Gaia. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope. Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war, to shoulder the hopes and future of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve? You won't be laughing when my blade has had its way to you. What about World Death? You gotta just keep throwing that name around like it means not something? Or are you actually gonna start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shut up in the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, infectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in us telling you anymore. Kurara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these dumb chumps. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invaders bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. We could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out in that battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize. Ouch. Don't bangle murder like that. That word deserves to be treated with respect. Are they going to fight?
It's
Are
no
they
surprise
actually going to
these
fight?
peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
I like that voice line though. Well, excuse me.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
No. That's enough. You all need to calm down. Alchemy's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the roofies, Nozomi. That's Dreadnought class deadbeats as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room and have his way with you. Hey! I'd never do anything like that. I really wouldn't. You know that, right? Please, everyone, we shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the Holy Junmonji sword or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction, my ass. Ima may be a jerk, but he's I like this conversation. I've had just about all I can stand for your loathsome visages. We're done here. Come on, Nazami. What? Yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright, trying to press the issue now will only make things worse. It will be nice if we could talk more tomorrow though. The team from the second campus left with their hands held high. They were barely out of the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really going to have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. Like you're want to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that world that they mention us? I'm really curious now. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. They're just trying to get inside our heads. I still feel like I want to hit something. Think I'll go back to my room and cool off. I guess I'll do that too. No killing them then? Maybe next time. Takimaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gone better. I never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. If Sir and Hiroko were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some time alone to think. Eito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. And everyone is in their dorm. What about the others though? Everyone is in here. Could I check on them? What about this one? Biolab. Oh, this is going to be an interesting discussion. Before I go there, let me go to the metal shop first. This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. It's more like something you'd find in a military base. There are all kinds of deadly looking weapons lined up, and the air is thick with the smell of metal shaving and gunpowder. Oh, and Deb. She is here too. The way air smells in here really puts me at ease. Seriously? You like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Ozuki actually rose the prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Ah, I see. So you develop weapons. No wonder you can build turrets and that artillery. Weapon developments, like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the TRC. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to O Suzuki, and the rest is history, so I can just call you Suzuki. Or I can just call you Carrera. Is that how name gets changed? Workshops like this are just an integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all. Nice chant. Trap development had been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. The invaders will rue the day they cross an Suzuki. And I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that those to your friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. Stop that. Again with the ritual suicide demands, I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. I mean, near death, of course, like post-mortem. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. Creepy. And this is probably your kind of place, Omokage. People laugh. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. H? What do you mean by capital H? Now that this room's open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplies whenever we need them. I am almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our Heno anima a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. I guess second to last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Enhancement development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? You're worried about the mortality of a little thing like that? You're such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as the result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that research is all ours, the fiendish, the outlandish, and the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. Oh my goodness, I really don't want to have that now. You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know, it's been always my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle and I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hi!
No! Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. Okay, you do you, good sir. Alright, I visited both of new rooms that were unlocked today. Guess I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Someone's at the door. I'm just going to guess it's Eito. Could it be her? I felt a flutter of anticipation, my hands trembling. I pulled open the door to reveal. Yep, I knew it, Eito! Always Eito, my man. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have a time to talk? Oh, it's you, Eito. Were you expecting somebody else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it would be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Really? I thought maybe you'd disappear like Hiroko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? I'm not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and I woke up with an aching head. But then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nigyo found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm. It's possible. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going to happen between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem trouble as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although, if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. It's okay. Was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I've gotten to the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. I told Eito about Karuha, my childhood friend I'd spent practically every day with back home. Before the war, that was the easy part. Then there was the matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Karuha. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people, no matter how much I tried. And as much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karawa, she had no idea who I was. I told Eito all about this mystery, and the theories I'd come up with, and how the whole thing was messing with me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Eito, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of sci-fi novel I read a little while back. What happened in it? The main characters end up in a place that's both familiar and different, a parallel universe. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even just a past or a future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities. It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to reality we know. What is this? Like, I do not know how the story is going to be. Like, is this going to go for a sci-fi thing like parallel worlds? The multiverse? In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe. He finds there's another version of himself there, another him, living his own slightly different life. You think that's the connection between Nozomi and Karawa? Like their alternative version of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean Karawa and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities, but at the same time, they're different. They live completely different lives. That will account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. I suppose you're right. It is a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is really pretty far removed from what we used to consider reality. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. He's right. If you had told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting forward such bizarre idea. I haven't been able much help, have I? That's not true. It's really helped to get all this off my chest. And it's such a weird story. Most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have just told anyone about this. I'm honored, and I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. Good guy, Eito. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invaders, and now this. Alright, I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but the next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers for what he has done. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know, I'll be careful. Oh then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. Thanks, Eito. Bye, Eito. Man, good guy, Eito. With that, Eito left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Good guy, Eito! Parallel universe, alternate realities. Could any of it be true? It sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Karawa and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different? If so, what happened to me? Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her about it myself. Day 31. It's morning. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. I mean, they won't be prickly because all 4 of them are in their room. Yikes! Oh, it's just us today? Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old snow-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately. I'm loving it. We can't go on like this forever. We're going to have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Aotsuki. Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Our conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Hey, Nozomi. Good morning. It's you. What are you doing here?
Hi!
Kaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Oh, did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us! One of us! Is that it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no, there's something I want to discuss with you. Hooray! Finally a discussion! What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally going to tell us the whole story about that world dead thing? Sorry, I'd like you, but Kirara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their backs. What do you want then? I was thinking it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. Oh my goodness, really now? If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're going to keep that up here, so we won't need the cafeteria until later. Wow, you trained this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. We can't afford to lose this war. You sound like a walking recruitment poster. That's a lot of big talk from someone who can't even use Heno Aminema. Kaku! There's always bound to some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting buried. Ooh, my goodness. Really? Are you sure you want to open that up or mention that? I feel sorry for the fans. Yikes! At any rate, I think it's best if we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. That's all I want to say. I'll be going now. Wait a minute. While you're here, I wanted to ask you. Sorry, the others are waiting for me. Nozomi brushed off my questions and left without even sparing a passing glance at me. That was fun, huh? It's like a management sent a liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game. That chick really hates your guts, huh, Takumi? So she turned you down. So what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Takumi needs to be alone with his pain. I'm not sure that's the best approach either. Don't worry, you get used to being hated pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in my life from my parents. Oh my goodness, Shoma!
Hey!
The breakfast that day was as tasteless as the atmosphere. I'm scrolling through the map and I don't see the second campus anywhere. They're in the gym, but the gym is not accessible. That's unfortunate. You know what? They're not the only ones who can train. We can train as well. 8:32. Morning already. I should go to the cafeteria. Although, I doubt she'll be there today. You don't say, because they're in the gymnasium. And Koshika here. Let's go see her. Before I go to the cafeteria, just as I thought, it's just the original team from this school here today. Nozomi did say she tried to keep the two groups separate. It's only figures that she's not here. So not like I care anything, but do these guys really train every morning? It's not like I care either, but yeah, I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is it just that me? Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. No, it's not about guts. It's all about training, man. Why is Shoma dead? Shoma, are you alright? Did you have another dream? Shoma! Oh, yes, sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I've contracted a disease that make my brain melt from lack of use. Either way, it's nothing serious. That sounds incredibly serious. And he's back again! Shoma, wake up! Come back to us! It's melting again. Quick! Someone cut off his head. The revival method will fix it when it puts them back together. Probably. Maybe. 50-50 chance? No! You can't solve your problems with beheadings. But Mr. Ginzaki barely contributes anything useful. Even when his brain's solid, I think we're safe to just keep ignoring him. Hey! Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% agree, but still. It's true, Shoma's always been on quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. None of us were really sure what to do about Shoma. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. So I ended my 32nd day at Last Defense Academy.
Hey, Taki?
Oh my goodness, another premonition!
What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any.
Probably because I'm tacky. Huh?
How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Why? You're high schoolers.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they get older, they tend to start noticing the differences between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. That's not how it was with me and Karuwa. We remained close all through elementary school and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family. But after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Karuwa and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh! It was for your mom.
Were you expecting something tacky?
That's pretty cool though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her. Here.
Yo, thanks!
For me?
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Of course!
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
Sure, the stars, no problem.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Taki, you've got no imagination.
Shut up.
Our lives were so peaceful back then. Day 33. It's no surprise I dream about Karo again. Wait, that was a premonition. So maybe the A squad and the B squad are going to reconcile now. Let's go! The way she has been on my mind so much lately. It really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are. No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. That parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi is an alternate version of Karuwa, what's she doing here? Is it just coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Thinking about it, this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. Whoa, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who'd just been caught peeping on his guests. Sir Takumi, surely you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? Oh, what creaking in the walls? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with the sword. Well, perhaps I got carried away. Ooh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear, all of you. What's so important that we all need to be here? Shomo was acting strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream, one that unearthed a repressed memory. Another one? Is it true, Shoma? Did you remember something? Well, I thought we agreed Mr. Ginzaki's dream were nothing to worry about. He even saw himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time it was a fluke. But now, it happened again. Shoma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time? I'm sorry, but I don't want it to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secret always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing though? So, was your dream from before actually not a dream? Did it happen? Usually, when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds. There are clear differences between the two. I'm sure you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this was a memory. You guys mind filling us on the lore here? Just shut up and listen. We don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shoma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were up in some freaky machine in weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Huh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. And those machines are the same as the ones we've got here, right? The ones we can get working? Yes, I think that covers everything from my last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they're both at the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes, I think I remember this time might explain a lot of it. This time, I remembered why I was put in those machines at Kamakura General Hospital. Danganronpa reference.
It was some kind of experiment. The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
That part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet. But I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine. And they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way. But it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Special blood? You think it's got something to do with the anima? But anima comes from the infusers. Our blood just the medium it uses to manifest. It shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not, should it? So your blood's different from regular people's, Shoma? Have you got a crazy high midi-chlorian count or something? I cannot even pronounce that. I don't even know what is that. I don't know about that, but it seems like different. Anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory is still a little fuzzy, and I was barely awake at that time. There was one other thing, right, Shoma? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one.
Whoa, what the heck?
All of you too.
All of us?
What?
You were all in those machines at Kamakura General Hospital, just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Yo, I saw that there was one pod that was missing a person. Was that a special student? Every single time Danganronpa fan game is like this, there's always one special. Dude, what are you talking about? Us in those machines? That include our group too? Yes, it wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everyone who's here now was also there. You're crazy, man! First time I saw any of you was when I woke up in here in the academy. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. I was just barely awake though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. Again with this amnesia stuff. Like every single time, like every single Danganronpa, like in the first thing that they do is that they don't remember anything. Like all of them have amnesia or something. But this one is a little bit different. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. We were all part of an experiment there, sometime before we came to this school. But I've never heard of Kamakura General Hospital. How could I have not checked into it? Same here, I never go to the hospital. I don't have money to spare on medical bills. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See, it just don't add up. We could have been there. Wait, what if it was after the invaders attacked the complex? When our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you? When I came to, I was at the academy with no idea how I got here. Ooh, Danganronpa reference! Naturally, I assume we were brought here immediately after we passed out. But what if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital first, and the gap in our memory would mean we'd be none the wiser. Hey, yeah, that kind of twist happens in killing games all the time. Good reference. It's possible though, don't you think? If we accept Soma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood. Maybe it is related to anima after all. I think so too. That's the only thing we all have in common and... Oh my goodness! Enough already! Her chill voice shattered the contemplative mood that had settled over us. You interrupted our training for this? To hear this piece of trash talk about these ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? But this could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about anima. But Shoma didn't remember any important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lamb-braid hogwash. Yo, don't speak like that. And Carrera has a real criticism. Consider this. Would understanding anima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? Oh, really? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate on defending the school? This is not time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We are never going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We've made our peace with that. Now that we've given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Nigo didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about the war are just too important. If he told us and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. We've decided to give our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show our perspective and determination. Are those completely alien concepts to you, maggots? I mean, look at you, coming up with weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter. You've been given a mission, why can't you just do it? Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. Yo, stop. First you refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. Oh my goodness, that's really scary eyes. I'm sorry, I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right. It's all just fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as spawn scum, and now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. No, Shoma, please no. We need your dream. I'll just spend the rest of my 100 days in the corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Don't! No! Shoma began backing away, but Kurara stepped in to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't going to cut it this time. You need to be made an example of it. What are you talking about, Kurara? Don't try to stop me, Nozomi. This bug needs squishing, and I'm the one who's going to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy work-wishy nitwits, and he's the worst out of all of them. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of this. What happened to her? Kurara always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear! But I... And I don't mean hiding away in your room either. I want you out of this academy. Whoa! This is basically Hiroko version 2. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is... Zip it! No excuses! Just go! Leave! Move out! Mosey! Shovel up! Scram! Depart! Disappear! Get out! Yo! That's way too far! Get out! 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 Hey! Leave him alone! You! Gakko stepped in and grabbed Kurara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next. Yo!
Get your filthy hands off me!
Gakko! Whoa! That was awesome! Combo! Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box! And Osasagi receives education in everything we need to enforce our will on society. Political, financial, physical. We can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of upper echelons for a reason, P-Brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence. Oh my goodness! And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. You get yours when the revolution comes! Sorry, man. Wish I could help, but you know how it is. I don't hit girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Takemaru, give this a exception. Come on, man. Stop it, Kurara. Please, that's enough. So, I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us? Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let us return to our training, friends. Come, Lady Kurara. My rat must be appeased. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's going to take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. Nozomi gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I'm sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking in any kind of social awareness. You'd all have been better off if I'd never been born. Well said. Hey! Brother dearest, don't agree with him. That tomato lady really went on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. She hit me! That psycho actually hit me! Oh, come on, Kaku, be a man. Even my dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met the guy. Really? Is that a good thing? Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever gonna make things work with them. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. It starts with a K and ends with an healing game. And is totally still a genre with untapped potential. Darmy, just give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. Poor Shoma. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse. You don't say. Gloom descended onto the cafeteria. We gradually filed out and made our way back to our rooms, our hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. Sheesh. I'm exhausted already. But there's still plenty of the day left. I should try to make the most of it. The invaders might attack anytime. I've got to be ready when they do. Free time!